Hello, and welcome back to some games. And here is one of my favorites, I have to say. This game is called Banished, and I do love this game. If you haven't watched my the review on Atomic Society, then you can watch that. But this is one of those games that's like Atomic Society. It's a game that is going to be um, trying to build a city from nothing. I think you start with just like four families, something like that, and of course, as the title suggests, we have been banished from normal civilization, I guess. We're in the medieval ages, and so that's kind of as you can see here, this is kind of the era we're set in. There's no apocalypse, there's no anything like that. We just banished to a land of nothingness. So we're going to go ahead and start. I think I actually have, yes, I have my little city here, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to start a new one so that you can see what it looks like to start from the ground up. We're going to call this land Utopia. Uh-huh. Utopia. All right, let's see. Valleys, sure. Terrain size, medium. Climate is fair. Yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, fair. Disasters off. I don't like to have disasters on. I only watched it on YouTube about disasters coming and destroying part of your area and stuff like that. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to get your city up and running, and it's a balance game. So you have to have a balance of food. If you have too much food, then you're gonna be hurting yourself. If you have too much anything, too many houses built, too many anything, then you're gonna get yourself hurt. So having disasters on is just, I mean, you have to really, really be good at the game and be okay with losing some of your lovely little town. And I do have the starting conditions. I like the starting conditions on hard because it starts with four families, and that's it. Like some clothing, food, firewood, that stuff. Nothing else. If you start on medium, the thing that really irritates me is you start with a storage barn, and I don't like that. I like to start with absolutely nothing. And then easy, you start with a storage barn. You got field, six for fields. Heard of livestock? Oh, you've got livestock already. You've got homes already. All that stuff. So it's just the beginning. And I like to start off hard, but it does take a while. Ugh, I can't do it. I got to start off hard, guys. I'm really sorry. Hopefully we'll get through everything in 30 minutes, but I cannot. Oh, I just hate it when it starts off with that building first, and it's like I don't get to plan anything, and so let's pause right there. Okay, so here we are. We are here in this lovely little area. Oh, nope, can't use the arrow keys. Got to use WASD to move around, look around. Lovely, lovely, beautiful. Fantastic, wonderful. So, here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get started. I won't call this an RTS because, as you can see here, you can pause and unpause. And RTS sort of relies on, you know, that real time. And this isn't real time. So, I'm going to open up a couple of tabs that I like to open. First one is the statistics, so I can see how much of the basic supplies I have, as well as the number of adults and the number of children that are in our society. We got 8 adults and 7 children. The event log I like to have down here so that it tells me what is happening. What is this? The map? Don't care about the map. This game doesn't really, I mean, probably over hours and hours you get to expand the map, but it takes a long time. All right, let's get the professions up so we can see right now all of our adults are just laborers. That's all they're going to do is whatever jobs I lay before them. Don't think I want any more of those options. Okay, fantastic. And then I like to have the storage cart sort of saved on the side. So when you open stuff, if you don't touch it, let me give an example. If I do that and then I right click away, it just goes away. But if you click it and you move it around and then you right click somewhere, it stays. I really like that. It lets you keep as many things open as you want. So anyway, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and start. we're going to start by just sort of planning out our town, okay? So we're going to get a little road going from our cart. And let's go to this lake. I think this lake will be a nice place to build our first source of food, which is a fishing dock. Let's rotate that around. Can I? Yeah, okay. Right there. Can I go? Nope, nope. It's got to be there. Okay. Let's do that right there. There we go. First fishing dock. That's going to be our first thing. It's going to need some logs and stone. So actually, you know, before I unpause, what we're going to do next is they will not be able to, like, they don't just go and cut down trees because they're not that smart. No, no. Instead, what they're going to do is they're going to need me to order them to cut down the trees. But before they do that, they actually need, what am I looking for? Storage. They need a place to store the stuff that they're cutting down. So we're going to put a storage right next to, let's put them right next to the, no, I don't like that. Let's put it right here. We're going to put a storage right here. 6x10 should be fine. We'll do that. So let's have the road sort of cut up that way then. And then let's put a barn. Let's put our barn right here. Boom. Right there. We'll get a road going into the barn entrance. Nice. And a road going through the back. Okay. Alright, so far so good. We've got a nice start with food and stuff like that. Then let's, because we're gonna need a bunch of trees and rocks and iron and stuff like that. And we've got only a small clearing that we've been placed. So let's go here, and we're gonna just ask them to remove anything. You can remove only trees or only stone or only iron, but we're just gonna say cut everything, get everything out of here. So that's a lot, but I'm gonna have them cut down all that stuff, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and unpause. So they start doing that, and then while they do that, I'm actually gonna set up the housing. Now stone houses are ideal, but I always do stone houses first, and then don't have enough resources, and then they are freezing for the winter. So we're gonna do maybe 4 wood houses, and we're gonna start our village, the actual village part. Maybe I'll start it over here. Wait. Let's look. Oof. It's rainy. Groggy and rainy. You know what? We're going to have, like, this be the foresty area where we're going to have, like, hunting lodges and stuff like that. So why don't we start our village down this way? Like, let's have the village go this direction down. Okay, so we will have the house face the lake. We'll go 1, 2, then we'll have 1, 2. So that'll be our first 4 houses. We're gonna pause the building on the houses, which is also really nice. By the way, if you really enjoy this is a great game for perfectionists, I'll tell you that. But yeah, if you want to, and I do this, if I wasn't showing off the game to you, I'd do this right now. But what I do is I plan out every part of the first, like, let's say 200 people or 100 people, because 200 is a lot. So I plan out the first 100 people, and you know where the houses are going to go, where the town hall is going to go, all that stuff, and then I pause the buildings so that it focuses on what needs to be focused on. Okay, so we got all these laborers who are going to go out and work, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to have a couple of them become builders, because I want them to. Oh, there's our stockpile. Let's stick that there. I'd like to have them start to build things like the fishing docks, because we're going to need fishermen right away. Just like the Atomic Society game, that balance of food is going to be so important. This game doesn't have water as a necessity, but shelter. You can see that they have little houses above their heads. That's going to be important. Cold and warm. That's going to be important. And then they'll have things like tools. Their tools will run out. You need to make sure the tools are still nice and sharp. You got to make sure they still have clothes, herbs. I mean, these are the important resources. There's going to be a lot more resources in the game, but those are the important ones. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Excuse me? Alright, we're collecting more and more. Maybe I cut down too much now that I realize that we're actually going to go downwards, so... Oops. Oh no! Okay, let's go back. I need to cancel the road, remove the road. We're going to remove this road because when building houses, I like to have a 2x3 kind of look. So the next two houses, the first four will be wood houses, but then the next two houses will be stone. And hopefully we can upgrade to stone houses even before winter time, the 4 wood ones, but if not, that's fine. The other thing we're going to need after that will be this. We need a woodcutter. So in order to stay warm, the people are going to need a woodcutter to make firewood for them. So that's good. Alright, fantastic. Let's pause this though. Right now they're going to stretch themselves out too much doing the fishing dock and doing the other things. So let's give them a second to decide, focus on what's important. Which is first the fishing dock. Yes, first the fishing dock. The nice thing about the builders is all they do is build. They build the roads and then they just build. But like these guys here who are the laborers, they're starting to collect the wood and the stone that you need. So you don't need to have builders to put the stuff down. That can just be laborers. And the other cool thing is that they won't bother putting stuff down on paused buildings. So like all of this wood necessity here is 1632, 64 wood. That would be 64 wood for the first 4 houses. That's too much wood. I barely have 9. Like that's just not going to work. So when you have it paused, they won't start collecting and putting stuff down. So that's kind of nice. All right, we're going to get some fishermen up and running. I'm going to do 2 fishermen because we need our laborers. We do need our fish. Maybe 3. 3 and 3. Our workers, you can hear them working on the road. That's nice. The roads, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you might see that they walk slightly faster on the roads. And later when you upgrade to stone roads, they're going to walk much faster. So that's kind of nice. All right, we're already on the storage barn, being on its way done. Nice. All right, and then once these laborers are done doing this stuff, then what we'll do is we'll tear apart our little storage cart here and transfer all that stuff into the storage barn so that we can continue building on here. Okay, we're getting fish. That's nice. Like it when we're getting fish. Very nice, very nice. All right, our thing over there is almost done. Let's go ahead and unpause the woodcutter. We got 37 logs. That's nice. We don't have a lot of stone, but that's okay. We have a bunch of stone down here. I will have them collect stone later, though. Oh, but we'll need stone. We'll need stone right now. Did they finish grabbing everything up here? I think so. So, you know what we'll do is we'll just click the stone gathering. We'll cut a few stones out for our wonderful woodcutter, because we will run out of wood quickly there if we don't get that started. Okay, these guys are finishing this up here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. About done. We're in late spring and doing pretty good. We got a little bit of food going on. We got our storage barn, which I should open so I can keep track of what's going on there. Man, I think it's the kids. Yeah, the kids are hanging out on the docks of the fishing port. That's fun. That's fun, kids. Maybe reduce to 1 worker, because we do need those laborers. For sure. Maybe go a little bit faster. We also need these houses, but I really want this thing finished first. which means we need to gather more stone. It's not absolutely critical to get rid of this storage cart. I just like to get rid of it because by getting rid of it, we are allowing the people to forget about the past. Forget about those people that banished them and let them look forward to this future. Future in utopia. You know what I mean? And that's what I want. I just want what's best for them. Okay, we got a bunch of fish. Sweet. This is being built. Sweet. So what we're going to do, I'm going to slow it down. Can we go back here? Slow it down a little bit. This is getting finished. What we'll do is I'll go here, and I'm going to tear down this structure. Fantastic. I did this once. Unknowingly, but I just tore it down. And the storage barn had no food in it. And when it's in the tear down mode, it's like this. Like you cannot access any of the materials that is currently in it because they are transferring all the materials to the storage barn. Anyway, so the people had no food. And what they do when they're hungry and they don't have a house is they just snack on food as they pass by one of these areas. So basically, I starved all my people to death and they all died. And that was really, really sad. So make sure you have food in your storage barn. Make sure you have laborers who can quickly transfer this, because if you have them doing jobs like cutting down trees, they're going to do that and not tear this apart. That's why I waited until they finished some of the other important jobs. Actually, I won't do that yet. Yep, okay, now we're done. I'll do that. I'm going to pause these so that they can start focusing on the first 4 houses so people are not freezing. Really, really nice. I like this start already because we are, look at that. We already got our basic food resource ready to go. I think we'll put another food thing out here, which is not crops. We have no crops. Gatherer's hut. Really nice place to gather like herbs and stuff like that. So I think we'll do that there, and we'll just pause that for now. Looking good. Okay, so we got our houses started. These guys, I mean, it's only summertime. We're going to be set to go. Basic food resources coming in. Already at 152 fish. That's nice. I know that there's a very large need for laborers right now, but we also have a very large need for workers. Builders. So let's get a couple more builders on the job. Also, we're out of food and not food. We're out of wood and stone. So let's look for some more. No more stone in this area. Some stone there. There's a bunch of stone there. There's a bunch of stone there. And what about trees? We really aren't going to need those trees. So let's do that. So maybe actually we'll bring down the number of builders again. We got 3 people living in a home. First family got their home. Alright. Fantastic. Getting the second home up. This is almost built. 1 tick away from being built. Thanks for stopping right there like that. Which is fine. I guess we shouldn't hire a woodcutter. Yeah, we really should. We're already down to 75. So when they build homes, then they stock the home with food, firewood, and stuff like that. So we really should get our woodcutter up so that we can get some firewood for everyone. Wood houses are very inefficient at keeping warm too, so they'll need a lot more firewood. And since we just used up all the firewood, for that second house, now we're at 0 firewood right there. We're gonna need some more. I think that might be a good idea. We're gonna need some more stone too. So let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Fantastic. Some more stone. Some more wood. Firewood worker can start doing that. You know another thing we're going to need? And as we do this, as we let time go on, let's go ahead and, we're going to need a school. Schools are important. I'm not just saying it because I'm a teacher, but as a teacher, schools are important. I mean, Let's pause that though for a second. That's expensive. 16 iron, 16 stone, 50 logs. That's a lot. We can barely get our houses together. So there go up the houses. Nice, nice. Last bit of stone we'll collect for a little bit at least. How are we on the foods? Food's still coming in pretty strong. That's nice. It comes in less strong because the fishermen don't actually always, I'll say always, the fishermen don't always take the food to the storage. The laborers usually do that. So it is kind of nice to have free laborers, even when you're not cutting down stuff, because you will have them. They'll be doing stuff like moving stuff around, moving food around, and things like that. So it's really nice because it looks like all 4 of the houses are going to have a stockpile of food at least. That cold sign means that they don't have enough firewood, but now they do. Okay. Fantastic. I think we might need another house because it looks like, unless the last family is a family of 5, we might need to get another house. They always say 4 families, so I build 4 houses, but then there never seem to be enough houses, you know? Alright, we're getting more wood. Get more wood, get more fish, you know, the normal stuff. Nice. Family, move in. Yeah. Oh, it is a family of 5. Look at that. Nice. Okay. So we got a family of 5. Everyone is housed and happy. Ready for winter time. Yay. Now we just need to get a little bit more, wood. So we can get more. I hate having 0 firewood. That's just terrible. And then I'll keep the builder on 1. What happens is if people are without jobs, like say for example, let's say I have 5 fishermen, then that 5th fisherman, because they don't have a job placement, they automatically do labor work. So that's kind of nice. So I like to keep 1 builder around so that they will build something if needed, but right now it's not necessary. We're gonna need to collect some iron because that is going to become something that we will need. We're going to get more wood too. Just keep clearing out this downward area here. And what else? This guy's still cutting up wood. Our food is out. We have run out of food. So you know what? I am going to switch to the full 4 there. And I think the next thing we should focus on is building that gatherer's hut. That's probably a good idea. Probably is that there is a good idea. Family of 5, take most of the food, of course. It makes sense, right? I'm not saying it's a bad idea. And it is nice to see that the food is pretty stocked well in most of the homes, so that's really nice. Ooh, we're already down to 3 clothes. Clothing, surprisingly, in this game does not seem to affect you quite as badly as other things. Obviously, starving, you really have a couple of ticks when they have the little starving thing above their head before they die. So, I mean, starving is probably the worst one you can go. Oh, and here comes winter time. Let's slow it down a little bit. It's getting cold. It's getting 31 degrees, a little below 0 degrees Celsius. It's getting cold out there. Put on your jackets. So it's a good thing we got nice warm homes. The good news is, as long as your homes are warm, they can go out and do their work and they won't be cold. They're only cold if they're homeless. As far as real life goes, is that how it works? If you have a home, then you automatically aren't cold outside? I don't think so. But it's a nice thought. It's a nice thought. All right, so we're getting this guy cut. They're removing the stuff around it so that they can start building the gatherer's hut. Our food is still just like nothing. Like we get a little round of fish, and then almost immediately someone comes and picks it up, and we also need to start thinking about where we want the production of clothing and tools to be. Where is that though? Where is that? This is the schoolhouse, yeah. This is the food. There we go. Okay, so herbalist, yeah. Let's do the blacksmith. Oh, this is so not like I really want to use this little piece of land, real estate, but I can't. And who wants to put a blacksmith right next to a school? That would be annoying all day long. 2 ding plus ding 2 ding equals like that. It's just not fair to the teachers. Let's put it right behind the storage. All right, that'll be the blacksmith, and then let's do the tailor. Can I? Nope, I can't. The tailor. Tailor's a little bit quieter. Put it right there, huh? Nice. And let's have the. No. Bugger. All right, we're gonna do a road that goes around the blacksmith because that's looking nice, but it does sort of match up the stockpile. That's kind of nice. Okay, should we build another home? I think we should build another home. I'm sure there's a happy couple that's getting old enough to want to, you know, go off and live on their own. Of course, we have no wood because we've been making firewood. So maybe we shouldn't work on a home. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. We have enough iron, though, for it, and we almost have enough stone. I guess we should wait for the stone to come in. We can upgrade these to stone houses, but then when you do, you do kick them out and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking of upgrading. Let's just tear that stuff down. Get rid of that stuff. Yeah. Let's do that. What's being built right now? Oh yeah, the gatherer's hut. All right, gatherer's hut. That's why we used up all the wood. Forgot about the gatherer's hut. Eh, dear. All right. Tearing all that stuff down. This is where we can get the other stone down here. But I would like to get some of the stone up here, especially here. The iron too, but you really don't want to waste your time on stuff that you don't need. And iron right now, you know, I guess you need it for this high-end stuff, but we got 31 iron right now. And, I mean, if we built the blacksmith... Oh, shoot, we have to build the blacksmith. So we might need to get that iron. If you run out of tools, that's going to be taxing. That's just going to be really hard on you and your people. So, you know what? I think we're going to wrap it up right about here. This game though is really, really awesome. I love the beauty of it. When you zoom in too, I mean, it's not. There's other games that are more beautiful. Ancestor Legacy, was that it? Legends, whatever, that one from before. That one was pretty awesome as far as graphics. But that being said, I kind of like this. I've always been a fan of foresty, temperate forests as far as the look of a game, because it just feels like a place where you would want to grow crops and you know, a place rich in natural resources. Obviously, you know, psychologically speaking, I come from a temperate foresty background, Seattle, right? So maybe it's just where I was born, and that's just how the grass was cut, you know. But I don't know. I really like that. Later on in the game, you do get to you can build a town center, a town hall, and you know, you officially you can accept immigrants and things like that. But the other thing that I was going to show you is here, trading posts. So after a time, so right now I have no seeds to have crops or anything like that. Can I set you down? Are you gonna let me? Oh, I got to do it the other way. All right, there we go. So then this is the trading post. We set the trading post on the river. So then, you know, I will be able to eventually grow crops and get like a couple of chickens or a couple of sheep or a couple of cows from a trader. And so then the trading post gets set up. Then trading merchants come down the river. We can trade with them and we collect stuff. And we don't trade with money because we don't have money. We trade with resources. So if I can get a lot of extra stone, a lot of extra firewood is the basic trading thing I usually go for because it's worth a lot usually. And so But you do that kind of stuff to get the resources that you want or need or whatever from the trader. So, and yeah, it's just a really cool game. You become self-sufficient pretty fast, and then it's all about balance. The whole point of the game is balance. You know, trying to make sure you're not having too many people. If I built a huge town here, then all those little rugrats that become adults would start having kids right away, and so sometimes you have like here, here, here. Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, it's medieval age, but okay, we got a 10-year-old who's no longer a child but considered an adult. If I had homes open up, then they would have they'd get married and have kids right away, and your population would get way out of control. Not good. So you don't want to do that. If your population gets out of control and you have too many kids who aren't working, then you won't have enough adults to feed them. So you have to balance it out. On the other hand, like right now, I have got a lot of adults, not many children. If you have that side of the balance, then you're also going to have trouble because too many adults will eventually start dying off, and then you don't have any workers, and it creates a problem. So you really have to find a balance in this game. And even though it seems pretty relaxing, you do have to do a lot of thinking. And honestly, I do spend a lot of time with the game paused so that I can sort of process what I want to do. So anyway, I hope you like this game. This is a fantastic game. I strongly urge you to consider it because it's one of my favorite games for sure. It is my favorite in the genre. Atomic Society is okay, but all this stuff is much more. There's a lot more natural feel to it, and I like this. I just like this game better. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day.